Okay, so next up we have question number 56. Match the following. We have 4 options on the left side in column 1, A, B, C, D, and we have 5 options on the right hand side, P, Q, R, S, T in column 2. So starting with A part, if A cross B is equal to B cross C, and A dot B is not equal to 0, that means A and B are not perpendicular, what is the value of scalar triple product of ABC? So directly expanding these two sides by using the vector product of 3 vectors, I can write A dot B, A vector, minus A dot A, B vector, is equal to B dot C, B vector, minus B dot B, C vector. Okay, very simple expansion. Now I need scalar triple product of ABC. I can see that out of these 4 terms, 3 terms are containing B vector and C vector and their coefficients. Okay, 3 terms are containing some coefficients of B vector and C vector. So I can rewrite this as A dot B, A vector, is equal to A dot A plus B dot C, B vector, minus B dot B, C vector. Now for this equation, let us take dot product with B cross C. So A dot B, A vector, dot with B cross C. On the right hand side, I have lambda B vector minus mu C vector. Lambda B vector dot B cross C will be 0. Mu C vector dot B cross C will be 0. That means A dot B, that is a scalar, multiplied by scalar triple product of ABC is equal to 0. Already it is given that A dot B is non-zero. This directly implies that scalar triple product of ABC is equal to 0. That is the only possibility. We have option number Q and option number T as the correct choice because 0 is a non-negative integer also. Let us move on to B part. B part says that if magnitude of A vector equal to magnitude of B vector equal to 1 and magnitude of A vector plus B vector is equal to root 2 and C vector is A vector minus B vector plus A cross B vector, then the magnitude of A cross B cross with C whole square. So let us put the value of C here. A cross B cross with A vector minus B vector plus A cross B vector. Magnitude whole square. Now what are we going to do? A cross B cross A, it will be the first term, minus A cross B will be the second term. Third term will be 0 vector because it is cross with A cross B. Any vector cross with itself is always equal to 0 vector. So A cross B cross A, vector triple product of 3 vectors. So A dot A B vector minus A dot B A vector minus A dot B B vector plus B dot B A vector. Magnitude whole square. A dot A, B dot B both are 1. So this is B vector minus. From here we can conclude that A dot B is equal to 0 by taking magnitude and whole square. Okay. So A dot B is 0. This is 0 vector. This is 0 vector. This is A vector whole square. So A vector plus B vector magnitude whole square. The value is root 2 whole square and that is equal to 2 ultimately. Option number R, option number S, option number T. RST is the correct match for option number B. Okay. Let us move on to C option. C option. If A vector and B vector are orthogonal unit vectors, then the value of scalar triple product of A vector plus A cross B vector, B vector plus A cross B vector and A cross B vector. Let A cross B vector equal to P vector. So the scalar triple product simplifies to A vector plus P vector, B vector plus P vector and then P vector. Remember, A dot P and B dot P are both equal to 0 because P is A cross B. Now expanding the scalar triple product, A vector plus P vector dot with B plus P cross P. So this is A dot B cross C types A vector plus P vector dot with B cross P plus 0 vector, because P cross P will be 0 vector. Now A dot B cross P will be the first term plus second term will be 0, because P dot B cross P is always 0. So this is the answer. The scalar triple product of A, B and P, which is A cross B. Simply it is magnitude of A cross B whole square. They are orthogonal unit vectors. That means A dot B is 0, A cross B is 1. So 1 square, the answer is 1. We have option number P as well as option number T as the correct match for option number C. Okay, let us move on to last part. Okay, D part says that let R vector be a vector perpendicular to A vector plus B vector plus C vector. That means R vector dot with A vector plus B vector plus C vector equals to 0, where scalar triple product of ABC is equal to 2. If R vector is P times B cross C, Q times C cross A, R times A cross B, then P plus Q plus R is. Take R dot A plus B plus C equal to 0 directly from this equation. That means put the value of R here. P B cross C plus Q C cross A plus R A cross B dot with A vector plus B vector plus C vector equals to 0. Is that clear? Now B cross C dot C is 0, so simply it is P times scalar triple product of ABC. Similarly, it is Q times scalar triple product of ABC, and it is R times scalar triple product of ABC. That is very simple. ABC, the value we already know, that is 2. So 2P plus 2Q plus 2R is equal to 0. Ultimately, P plus Q plus R again 0. Okay, we have option number Q as well as option number T as the correct match. Okay, let us move on to next question. Question number 57 based on probability says that if P and Q are natural numbers co-prime to each other, then match the following. A man alternatively tosses a coin and throws a die. If P by Q is the probability of getting a head on the coin before he gets a 6 on the die, then 2Q minus P is divisible by. So students, let us imagine that the man tosses a coin and he gets the head. Then the man tosses the coin, he gets a tail. Then he has not to get a 6 from the dice. Okay, then he has to get a head. Then tail 6 not, tail 6 not, head, and so on up till infinity. That means it forms an infinite GP. What is the probability of head? 1 by 2. What is the probability of tail? 1 by 2. What is the probability that the dice is thrown and 6 does not come up? 5 by 6. Probability of head? 1 by 2. This is 1 by 2 into 5 by 6 multiplied by 1 by 2 into 5 by 6 multiplied by 1 by 2 and so on. So students, if you observe, it is an infinite GP. This thing is the common ratio. First term is 1 by 2. This is A into R. This is A into R into R. So AR square. So let us find the sum. A upon 1 minus R. So A upon 1 minus 1 by 2 into 5 by 6. Which means that it is 1 by 2 into 12 upon 7. Which is 6 upon 7. P is 6, Q is 7. 2Q minus P will be 14 minus 6, that is 8. It is divisible by P, R, that's it. So PR is the correct match for option number 1. Okay. Let us move on to B part. 3 numbers are selected from the set 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on till 10. If the probability that they form a GP is P by Q, then Q minus 2P is divisible by. Number of elements in the sample space is 10C3. You have to select 3 elements from a set of 10 elements, that is 10 into 9 into 8 divided by 6, that is 120. Okay. How many cases are there in which 3 numbers selected? Let us write down the possible GPs. First and foremost is 1, 2, 4. Then we have 1, 3, 9. Then we have 2, 4 and 8. And the last GP, which can be easily missed out of your observation, is 4, 6 and 9. Because B square is equal to AC is the condition. 4 into 9 is 36. Now how many favorable events are there? 4. What is probability of event T? NE upon NS. 4 upon 120, that is 1 upon 30. Question says Q minus 2P is divisible by. Q is 30, P is 1, Q minus 2P is 28. 28 is divisible by P, R, T. So P, R, T is the correct match for B. Let us move on to C part. C part says that if X and Y are selected from the set, same set is given, and if the probability that X cube plus Y cube is a multiple of 3 is P by Q, then P plus Q is divisible by. So X cube plus Y cube has two factors, X plus Y into X square minus XY plus Y square. So students, if X cube plus Y cube has to be divisible by 3, X plus Y has to be divisible by 3. So there is set 1 which contains 3n plus 1 type of numbers. Then there is set 2 which contains 3n plus 2 types of numbers. And then there is set 3 which contains 3n types of numbers. So I have divided the given set into 3 subsets. The number of favorable events are, if you select one element from here and one element from here, the sum x plus y is always divisible by 3 because it is 3n plus 1 plus 3n plus 2 giving me 6n plus 3. So number of elements in the favorable event are any element from these 4, 4C1, corresponding to any element from the set number 2, 3C1. And when you select x and y both from here, you will get x plus y always divisible by 3 because x is also divisible by 3, y is also divisible by 3. 3C2. That means 12 plus 3 is equal to 15. N of E is 15, N of S will be 10C2 and 10C2 the value is 45. What is probability of event T? NE upon NS. 15 upon 45, 1 upon 3. 1 upon 3, that means P plus Q is 4. 4 is divisible by this and this. So PR is the correct match. Let us move on to D part. D part says that if 4 die are ruled, if the probability of getting the sum equal to 10 is P by Q, then Q upon 3 minus 3P is divisible by. Now student, this is a direct application of multinomial expansion. 4 dice are rolled, probability of getting sum 10 is directly equal to coefficient of x bar 10 in the expansion of x bar 1 plus x bar 2 plus x bar 3 plus x bar 4 plus x bar 5 plus x bar 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the 6 possible outcomes. How many dice are rolled? 4. So raised to the power 4. So coefficient of x raised to power 10 in. Let us take 1x common. That means x bar 4 is common. This is 1 plus x square plus x cube plus x bar 4 plus x bar 5 whole raised to the power 4. This is coefficient of x bar 6 because x bar 10 will be divided by x power 4. 1 minus x raised to the power 6 upon 1 minus x raised to the power 4. That is coefficient of x bar 6 in 1 minus 4x raised to the power 6. All the other terms are not required by me in this expansion. Multiplied by 1 minus x raised to the power minus 4. So 1 plus 4x plus, this will be the expansion, 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 by 2 x square. The answer will be 1 has to be multiplied by x bar 6. So the coefficient of x bar 6 will be 9c6 minus 4x raised to the power 6 has to be multiplied by 1. So that is minus 4. This is the coefficient, okay, that is the total number of favorable events N of E. That is 84 minus 4 and that is 80. What is the total number of elements in the sample space? 6 into 6 into 6 into 6. 6 raised to the power 4. What is probability of event E? It is 80 upon 6 raised to the power 4. That is cancelling on the factor of 16. 5 upon 3 raised to the power 4. That is 5 upon 81. Now Q by 3. Q is 81. Q by 3 is 27. Minus 3P is 15. So this is 12. 12 is divisible by PQRS. So PQRS is the correct match for the last question, that is question number D. Okay. Let us move forward to the next section that contains integer type problems.